In 1961 the US unsuccessfully tried to overthrow Cuba's new communist government. That failed attempt was known as the Bay of Pigs, and it convinced Cuba to seek help from the USSR. Soviet Premier Nikita Khrushchev was happy to comply by secretly deploying nuclear missiles to Cuba, not only to protect the island, but by the time U.S. intelligence discovered the plan, the materials to create the missiles were already in place. At an emergency meeting on October 16, 1962, military advisors urged an air strike on missile sites and invasion of the island. But President John F. Kennedy chose a more careful approach. On October 22 he announced that the U.S. Navy would entrust all shipments to Cuba. It was just one problem: a naval blockade was considered an act of war. Although the president called it a quarantine that did not block basic necessities, the Soviets didn't appreciate the distinction, and they write a letter to Kennedy. Khrushchev wrote, "The violation of freedom to use international waters and international airspace is an act of aggression which pushes mankind forward the abyss of world nuclear missile war." Thus ensued the most intense 6 days of the Cold War. While the U.S. demanded the removal of the missiles, Cuba and the USSR insisted they were only defensive, and the U.S. prepared for a possible invasion. In Washington, D.C., Attorney General Robert Kennedy secretly met with Soviet Ambassador Anatoly Dobrynin, and after intense negotiation, they reached the following proposal: the US would remove their missiles for Turkey and Italy and promise to never invade Cuba, in exchange for the Soviet withdrawal from Cuba under UN inspection.